It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Next on Madden Football.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he only played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Half jump.
Jones looking to throw right away. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Bullard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Oh, the return is Powell. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way out behind their former number 3 overall pick, who spent his last year as a 49er. It's Sam Darnold.
And he's still been looking for that one situation to allow all of his talents to come together. He's hoping that he found it here. Plenty of playmakers on the outside, and a team that's willing to run the football to let his talent shine.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 58 yards. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And Johnson is one of those players that I expect to get better and better during his time in the NFL. Long and rangy, a really good catch radius, and his pre-draft process, one of the best ones out of the tight ends.
That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run for the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third down and 6. Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
The 20.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on second down. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he bowls over it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Half 18, half 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Half 18, half 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. A final shot before the break. Darnold.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rams and O's to kick off for New York.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. Jones throwing for it. On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now out comes Minnesota. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. Oh, he breaks it. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, but that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
They go right back to Singletary. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run here with Singletary. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Darnold. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Darnold now to throw.
He's got the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Singletary to get the drive started.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 5. Now Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Jamie Gillen now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10.
So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 4. 1:38 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Complete.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's taken in by Sherfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Darnold. This one swung out here to Jones.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Darnold to throw.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Escaping the pressure right. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
One last throw now for Darnold. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.